What is going on, guys? This is Joss here, and today we're going to be taking a preview, a look, or whatever the fuck it is, at Sydney FC versus Newcastle on the 3rd of January at the Sydney Football Stadium. Alright, so first looking at the Newcastle Jets, apparently half their fucking team's out. So I really don't know what to think of that. But they've still got that Nabut and Petratos guy who are equal top scorers with 6 and 5 goals each. So they've obviously still got some talent in their side. They're not, going to be down to, signing up those under 15s that beat the Australian women's team 7-1 a couple of years ago or anything. But apparently they're going to be struggling to field the team. But I still reckon that they're not going to be like as shit as Wellington or anything like that. I reckon that they're going to still have their core system and some good players on the pitch. So Sydney are going to need to watch out because they are still. Maybe not still, but they are a top 4 team in the A-League, They may be the second best team at some stages in the season. But they're coming off a loss to a Melbourne victory, so that's kind of lowered my opinion of them. But still, they have scored 30 goals this season, which is very fucking impressive. They're sticking up there with Sydney's goal scoring record. I mean, they may have scored more, since Sydney, have just scored 18 fucking goals in the last 3 games or whatever it is, maybe 4 games. But they are still top scorers, and the next highest team behind them is like Melbourne Victory with like 18 or 17 or something like that. So they're very, very good still. But they've got players out. So that leads me to believe that Sydney should be beating them anyway, but Sydney should, go out, play with confidence like they did against Perth and Wellington and Western Sydney, and go out and just absolutely destroy them. All right, guys, so Sydney FC are coming off their best attacking performance of their season, or probably their best run of the past 2 years, Western Sydney 5-0. I'm pretty sure there was a game after that, but then, we had Wellington. Yeah, I think it was Western Sydney, then it was Melbourne City, and then it was Wellington, and then it was, obviously Perth. So, we're coming off an absolutely fantastic run. So Sydney FC should be carrying that form into this game. I know that there's a 5-day turnaround in between this game and last game and the next game as well, but I don't think that's going to lead to any kind of fatigue or rotation. Sydney are a very well-drilled side. I'm pretty sure Graham Arnold would make sure of that. There's never too much rotation except for, that week where we had 3 games in fucking 7 days, then there was a fucking tiny bit of rotation. So, I think that we're going to be going out with a full strength side. I think that, Carney impressed when he came on last game. I don't think Rattray did much. And I think Charlie, it's coming for him. It's gonna happen one day. Charlie's going to start scoring some goals. He's making very good runs, I think. I think when he comes on, he does, make good movement. I think that it is actually quite good. But his finishing, his actual play outside of his movement and his, it's not very good. It's not good enough, but it's coming. So I reckon we may see him if we are leading comprehensively and we want to add some pace to the side. But everyone's on great form, as I said. So Sydney FC should be going out there and dominating. I think that Brillante and O'Neill are obviously going to be key players in this game, just because, as I said, they've scored the second top amount of goals, the second most amount of goals. There we go. We get out the correct English. So I think that, Brillante and O'Neill, they shut down games. So if they can do that against Newcastle and let the attacking players flourish, as well as offer the support that they did all fucking game against Perth, then we're going to win. All right, so I've made it clear that Sydney are going to win. I reckon we're going to get that's a 2-0 win. That's 4, that's 2. We're going to get a 2-0 win against Newcastle Jets, but it's going to be fucking comprehensive. It's going to be dominant. It's just going to, we're going to absolutely destroy them. I think that they're just not going to have anything on us, we've done it against Perth. We've done it against Wellington. Actually, Wellington were all right. But, we've done it so many times before where we've just shut down a game and then just fucking destroyed them with our attacking players. So Mijajewski, Ninkovic and Bobo and Brosk are going to be, offering some great attacking performances, I reckon. But I still think that Brillante is going to be the key player to this performance and will win man of the match. And I wouldn't be surprised if he hits a fucking bunger against Newcastle as well, just because I feel like he's due for one, He hit it against Western Sydney earlier in the season. But he may have scored between then. But, I feel that he's due for a fucking worldie. So, Brillante is going to get my man of the match, even if he doesn't score a goal. He's my man of the match prediction, not my man of the match. But you know what I mean. He's going to play well. He's going to do basically everything he always does. And I think that that's just going to be so important for this game because I think that Newcastle will still offer something going forward. So, yeah. So, to wrap up this video, Newcastle are clearly going to be some of the toughest opponents Sydney play this year, even though they're facing, injury and shit like that. I still think that, Sydney, we can't go out and be complacent. We can't go out and, go fucking gung-ho. No Brillante, no O'Neill. We're going to be playing Charlie, Matt Simon, Ninkovic, Mijajewski and Brosk all up front. Front six, fucking yeah. We can't do that. But, we can go out and we can... We're going to dominate them and we're going to get the win because we are the best team in the country. We're the best team in fucking Asia. We're going to go out, dominate them. We'll win and all will be good with the world. Then we'll fly up to Brisbane and win there and so on and so on and so on. Sydney will play a full strength side and we'll kick on in this run of form that we're in. I don't see much room for rotation. Seeing that, with Arnie's history and stuff, he doesn't like to rotate. I'm sure he's happy to, throw Carney in for a game or whatever. He doesn't mistrust him, but you know what I mean? He likes playing a full strength side and I like seeing a full strength side. So, Sydney going to win 2-0, fucking dominant performance. And that dominant performance is going to be led by Brillante. We're going to keep a clean sheet. I fucking love those. We're going to score 2 nice goals, hopefully, or 2 shit goals. Don't really care. Hopefully 1 or 2 of them in front of the Cove as well. But yeah, we're going to go out, we're going to dominate. That's my overview of this entire fucking video. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching. I will be doing a vlog and a review for this game. So stay tuned and check out my main channel and all that gay shit. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it. I appreciate you all watching these. These have actually been really fun to do over the past couple of weeks. It's more rewarding than screaming at FIFA. I still like screaming at FIFA, but these are much more rewarding because I work on them a little bit more. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to end it. I appreciate you all watching. Everything I've ever done is down in the description. Bye-bye.